Lots of giggles coming from this corner right now. So today we graduated Eliza to a toddler bed. There's Diane's unfinished toddler bed. There's Eliza's new bed. Got it off Facebook Marketplace. Finally found one that we liked the look of. And now I have to make Diane's kind of match. We're gonna finish it off, paint it white, and upholster the headboard. Yeah, do you want buttons like that on your headboard? Yeah? Should we do that? Yeah. Okay. And there's the old crib. What do you think of it, Eliza? Is it awesome?
And me.
Ooh. We went to Walmart today and got the stuff to do Diane's headboard. So I was like, you know what? It's a sunny, only slightly breezy day. It's a perfect day to paint. So we are getting a base coat down on her bed, and then I got a spray paint that is the same color, or at least really similar to her sister's bed, of white and off-white, so that'll work. I went ahead and took off the short rungs that my husband put on it that aren't long enough, and I'm going to add an extra bar to the ones that I added on. My husband and his father made this for Diane a year ago, and they had short little vertical rails here, but they ended up being like a foot shorter and 6 inches shorter height-wise than I wanted them to be, and that Diane was comfortable with. So I had thrown really fast boards on before, just to give her comfort while she was sleeping, and it's worked out really well. So I wanted to just stay with this simple design. So the footboard's not changing, other than we're going to add one extra screw to it to give it more stability. But I added a second short bar to our side bars. So not a lot of change, but it's going to take the place of that, so the vertical bars that we had there before. Just simple. I just found some scrap wood and made it work. I love doing that. Now we're finishing painting the rails. The bed is all done. I even added the off-white coat of the spray paint, so this should be dry by the time it's bedtime so that she has something to sleep on. And then hopefully the rails will get done shortly so that we can put those on before bed too. If I have time, I also want to get the upholstered cushion done today too. We shall see. Little sleepyhead's up from her nap. So I have to be honest, she did not do well on her first night in a toddler bed. After the first time that she fell out, she was freaked out and could not go back to sleep. We had 1 can of spray paint and that covered everything we needed it to. There's our finished bed painted. And then here's all the rails painted. So, got them painted. Now I'm going to cut a piece of hardboard. We have a scrap piece that's just big enough for the cushion, upholstered cushion. And then we will cut foam to the right depth. We'll drill holes in the back and we will sew buttons onto that thing and staple it to kingdom come and get this thing upholstered. We have to let this paint cure probably for the rest of the afternoon. So we had some scrap, I think this is 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch memory foam. So that gets to be the main layer of her upholstery. And then I picked up a roll of some 1/2 inch foam just to have around, and I have 2 layers of that so that hopefully it'll stick a little bit out from the frame that'll be around the 2x4 frame. that is the goal. Now I need to cut out the fabric with extra, couple inches extra, several inches extra. Then I'll staple it to the back, and we'll get holes where we want them in the back so that we can then poke a needle through it and put buttons on. Say hi. 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 There we go. Got it cut out. There's about a 4-inch gap around each side. That way we have enough space to still pull it over the foam and staple it on the back. Okay, last thing we have to do before we can start putting everything together is mark where the buttons are going. We have 9 of these beautiful crystal buttons that Diane chose out. Probably because Eliza's has crystal buttons. They're simple crystal instead of having the bling on the outside, but this is as close as we could find at Walmart, which is our only local craft space. Anyway, so we have marked out 9 places to drill. So I'm going to do a 2-hole system for tying the buttons in. So that means I'm going to do a hole on either side of this, and then I will put the needle through the back and then pull it back through this side after putting it through the button. You'll see. Another option is to get another button on this side so that you have a button on one side and a button on this side, but we want this side to be as flat as possible so that when we put Velcro on it, it'll lay flat against our back. Alright, I have all of the basic staples in. I'm going to go in and add a few more in between to give it more evenness. There's our basic shape. I pull it tight, put a staple in, check the back, see if it looks even. Pull it tight, put a staple in, check the back. So, if you have a hammer, it's because sometimes I'm weak sauce with staples and need a hammer to finish putting it in. Most of the time I'm not, though. Hi, baby. So, I mean, they don't match perfectly, but they now have a similar vibe, which is fun. And Diane's going to be so much happier, like, having a nice bed that's similar to her sister's nice bed. And the color's not perfect, but it's similar enough that it makes me happy. Anyway, so we're still letting paint cure, but inside because it's like 40 degrees outside now. And there's the upholstered headboard. And I was right. We got it so it could stick out, which is what I wanted. And then there's all the pretty buttons. So I learned a trick on putting these in, because before I was just trying to pull on the string itself, and I was getting so frustrated, and it wasn't working well, etc., etc. So then I realized if I push down on the board and push the button on my knee, then it takes all the resistance off the string. I tie the knot, then I'm done. So if you're ever buttoning upholstery, push the upholstery against something so that it depresses the foam. That takes all of the pressure off your string, tie your knot, and then you're done. We're going to go out and have dinner with Grandma and Grandpa. And then we'll finish putting Diane's bed together. We just have to screw the side and footboards on. Say hi. Hi. Yeah, this one was yelling at me saying, "Mom!" for the last like 15 minutes. You're annoying. And this room is messy right now, but it will get clean in a little bit. I like the light color that it brings to the room, rather than the dark furniture. Now the chair doesn't match, but whatever. P.S. I was going to do 9 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the girls lost one. That's what I get for letting the baby play with buttons while I'm trying to put stuff on. So we just adjusted the pattern and put 8 instead. Did you bonk your head? Yeah. This one has to be a part of everything I do. We are finally getting the bars screwed on to the bed. We just got back from dinner with Grandma and Grandpa. Brian is fixing the 3D printer and I am putting Diane's bed together. Yay! Ta-da! It is finished. Hey Eliza, you just have to get into every single shot in this video, don't you? Diane, come see your finished bed! It's all done. Let's go see it. You like it? Go get in there. Yeah, I tucked your little dolls in. The best thing about this, you don't have to have a pillow here to sit up. You can sit in the back and like lean up against it. Because it's a pillow built in. Brian said one of the reasons why he made the headboard so big is so that she can easily sit in bed and read. So I didn't make it any shorter. I left it the way it was. Peekaboo! Do you want to get in too? Yeah. Well, let's say bye. Say bye to the video. Time for bed. So Eliza's second night in her toddler bed went much better than her first. Her first, she didn't really want to sleep in it. Her second, she did. We put a little pillow in the bed for her and she liked that. I was going to show you what my trick is for helping her stay in bed till she learns not to roll out of it. I've seen this online a lot, and so I decided to do it too. It's a pool noodle, and then I made it taller by wrapping a blanket around it. And so we just stuck it under the sheet like this, and then it creates a little barrier for her so she feels it when she's laying in bed and is like, oh, that's the edge of my bed. So it seemed to help a lot last night. She only fell out once, but she went right back to sleep in her bed last night. So compared to the first night where she only slept in her bed for half the night. Yeah, hi. We are excited to have her in a bed that she can get out of by herself. There's video of Diane's cute bed that she loves. What? Oh, do you want to do the video? Now it's on. Eliza really wanted to be in a video. Yeah, show yourself. Get your hand up there to the camera. Say hi. Your hands in the camera. There you go. Quite the videographer. Say bye. Can't see it. Say bye. Bye. Wave goodbye. Good job.